Hi, this is Mr. Evans. This video is going to look at where there might be a trade-off between ethics and profit. So what do I mean by that? So the previous video defined ethics as behaving in a way in which stakeholders believe to be both fair and honest. But it says in the specification that AQA clearly want us to identify whether there's a trade-off between ethics and profit. So what does that mean? Well, this little quadrant here, where we've got profitable up here, from not very profitable to more profitable, and along the horizontal axis at the bottom here we've got less ethical and more ethical, and then in this top quadrant here is where a business is both profitable and ethical. But what this is saying is there a trade-off between being ethical and increasing how ethical your business is? Does that mean you can't be profitable? You're in this box here where you're ethical but not very profitable. To be profitable, do you have to be in this box here where you are not particularly ethical? So that's the question that AQA are posing for us. So let's just think about some examples of why this might happen. Well, if we're going to be more ethical and pay low paid workers above the national minimum wage, then it's going to increase our costs and make us potentially less profitable. We might use expensive fair trade materials in the production process, and therefore again our costs rise. We become more ethical, but we become less profitable. Maybe we invest large amounts of research into the development of biodegradable packaging. Again, it increases our costs. Maybe we try to increase the selling price of our product, okay, because we're being more ethical and paying our workers higher wages or whatever it is, and our customers stop buying our products, so we lose revenue. Again, we're being more ethical but less profitable. So there can be trade-offs between ethics and profit. But is this inevitable? Well, behaving ethically can increase a business's costs because it might be more expensive to behave ethically, or it could reduce the revenues because they need to charge a higher price, both of which would lead to a fall in profits. But maybe in the long term it's better for an organisation's reputation to behave ethically, because the business will charge a higher price, it will increase profit. You can argue that some customers may be prepared to pay a higher price to be ethical. You could argue that the business is less likely to get in trouble with the media and have a better reputation as a result of being ethical. The brand image will improve. You could argue that there's less likely that employees will leave if the business is ethical and treating them fairly, and therefore they have lower costs in terms of retaining their employees. All sorts of long-term benefits of being ethical might actually mean that we don't need to have a trade-off, and a business can be both profitable and ethical.